Hello, everyone. In the name of God. Probably I will start my talk with a memory. Dr. Ali Akbari, welcome here, and also other dear friends. I was in a speech in the Imperial College of London. When I got to the hall, I saw a really noisy babbling there. I asked my friends that who's gonna give any speech here, and they said let's sit and see what happens. When we sat there was a really strange babbling. The presenter came. They do not have Quran and anthems like us. When the presenter went behind the microphone and said, "Ladies and gentlemen," the whole crowd was silent, and I was afraid and scared. Now I was thinking, how am I gonna give any speech here? So I said this because maybe if my friends would tolerate me for 10 minutes, I promise I will talk less and I would not take really your time. In the current age, we have lots of things that they need to be our priority. Now, in these days, lots of people are talking about AI. For a few days, I was thinking that for AI, apart from the things that we are talking about, and we have terminologies for that, what are the titles and terminologies that we can use in defining AI? And I was thinking about this for a few years, and I felt like maybe the words that show time management in terms of AI, we do not have those kind of words. How is AI the thing that we had, time is money? How is AI helping us in that area of time being money? I'll have an example. Well, now everywhere that we speak, basically the plan is to start from a point, for example, from a university, Azad University. In Azad University, specifically, that a social university, and our purpose is towards the things that we do in university has an impact on society. And if we say we want to have a smart university, we are going towards a smart Iran. And what do we need for a smart country? Well, this is simple. In that categorization, it is simple. For making it something smart, we need data. Till we make data complete and the uniform data, we cannot talk about AI. This is what led to the enactment of the National Data Management Law in the previous 2 years, but it's not being executed. But we hope with our recent approach, and we have a AI fraction that they are following AI. I hope that this law gets executed, because the first thing that we need to do in order to get to AI is to have data. In university, we have lots of good measures from not now, but a smart move from 6 years in management. And if we didn't have that plan, we would not be able to even talk about AI. We wouldn't be able to talk about AI if we didn't have a uniform educational system with a single, with a unit management. But now we have that. It was planned and it's executed, and this is about uniform data. It's about transforming data, transporting data, but we have that in university, but it's not been executed in the country. This is something scholarly, and we are talking about a scholarly state. This is not critical. They are suggestive. In our country, we need a place for transporting data. Apart from all the measures, it's not something that we have in our country. If we want to get there, we need to complete the network of our light fibers in our country. We cannot count on that network in our country. Let's get to what I first said. That was about time. I was thinking that how can we do this in the area of AI, and how can we use AI in terms of the thing that we said, that time is money. And I will end my talk here, and we will hear from other experts. One of the areas that is really good for using AI in management is the crisis management. Let's bring the memory of our people from our country that suffered from the recent country, and I hope all they're doing well. Crisis management is one of the most important things in ruling. That AI is a certain solution for that. And if we are going to have a smart crisis solution, we do not have necessities for that. Even if we are getting in seminars and talking about that, we're planning to on what we're going to do in future. Based on what I said about time management, and based now on what we need in our country. For example, in Japan, their main problem is earthquakes. For managing earthquake crisis, they have a plan for managing 7 or 8 seconds. Their whole plan, their whole management plan, their whole intelligent crisis plan is ran in 8 or 7 seconds. We have predictive models that predict earthquakes. They are not used enough, but they are using that. Just by using time differences between 2 earthquake waves, which P waves are not destructive, but X waves are destructive and secondary. This 8-second time is considered as an alarm, and that's limited seconds. It is where they take action and operate. In this time between 2 waves, very intelligently, very smart, because they have uniform data, because their companies and their organizations, they have accessibility to a complete data and uniform from their country and their different aspects of their lives, because they have access to data transportation in 7 seconds. Based on the earthquake, when the first wave comes, it gives an alarm and the system starts operating and things happen. For example, all flight plans are programmed, cars get stopped, the plane that was taking off knows their program, hospitals are programmed, the electricities are programmed, and the generators that are going to work, and all these things. That's why I say that we can have another name for AI. For example, time manager. Or you can say another names, but in terms of time, we can really have maneuvers on AI, and all of them give management opportunities for humans. All physical phenomena in the world give management opportunities to people, but just under the condition that we know them and find them and know how to use them.